As a real market master, you must not overlook the ownership versus rental density for the area you're looking to invest in. Make sure that it is not too heavily weighed towards rental if your exit strategy is to flip for an end retail buyer. Remember that most consumers want to own a home and live around others who have the same intentions of home ownership. If the area has a higher concentration of renters and lease option tenants, then the consumer may steer away from your property because they may perceive that the area has less pride in ownership, which may ultimately hurt their resale value down the road. This will, over time, decrease or hold values of houses lower as the upkeep of these properties are not held as high standard as areas of a higher owner-occupied rate. An easy way to determine how the area is concentrated is to get the information from the county records to show who is paying the taxes on the property, and with research you can see if the tax bill is being mailed to a separate address than the subject property. This is a good indication that the owner does not live there and it could be a rental. As you can see, it's important to think exit before you buy, especially in high rental areas. In the next video, we'll look at other area factors to take into consideration, often neglected, including zoning and governmental policies. See you in the next video. And we're back covering the key fundamentals of real market masters. In this video, we'll talk about zoning and governmental policies. Often neglected, these items cannot be left off the real market master's non-negotiable checklist. For the most part, both of these market indicators go hand in hand. We as real market masters always tie them together by saying to look at the market in terms of understanding zoning factors in the face of a market's economic progress. So what does that mean? It means that when looking at where to invest, a market master not only looks at the current zoning of an area, they also look at the flow of the area's economic progress to make sure that any zoning trend that could pop up as a potential problem is identified before they make a decision to invest. An example, let's say that you want a property and it seems to be a very good buy for the area. It is zoned residential, yet there has been a steady growth of commercial trending towards that property. Let's say you ignore the indicators and then buy, and a few months later there is a 4-lane road that is going to roll right through your property's frontage that make it as a residential investment much less desirable. This can be a big mistake that can lead to owning an unmarketable property and a bad investment decision. This can and does happen to inexperienced investors every day. Your property can end up on an island all by itself, and the allure of a family atmosphere can be all but gone when the wheels of progress roll through the area. Do your homework ahead of time to make sure that this does not happen. One quick note to mention is that sometimes you may want to buy residential because it's cheaper in the path of commercial progress in hopes of being rezoned commercial so that you can command a higher price for the property later. Just note though that commercial is a whole different animal, and understand that if you want to implement a strategy such as this, that you must add a commercial member to your power team ahead of time. The final point here to make is that typically once you find out that this may happen to your property, it is too late, because most local government can invoke what they call eminent domain, which allows them to move forward with their development agendas and ignore your request under the eminent domain laws, which loosely state that if it is deemed that eating up some of your land or rezoning your property is for the overall greater economic good of the community, then you may not have a say in the matter. Real market masters always make sure that zoning does not surprisingly rear its ugly head in their investment opportunity decisions. Local government and municipality guidelines may help or hinder your real estate decisions. As a market master, it is always good policy to talk to your local area officials to see if there are any new agendas on the horizon that will change your view on investing in a certain area. Good places to start asking are the following. Ask to speak to the area's Economic Planning Committee. Look up your state's Department of Transportation. They show approved and non-approved projects. No one wants a highway running through their backyard. Talk to your area alderman. Some have monthly meetings you may want to attend. Also, ask the above if there is any money allocated for investors to tap into. Finding money for your potential deal can turn a good deal into a great deal. The related market indicator here is governmental guidelines or policies that can affect the marketability of a property. You need to ask your local and state government if the area is earmarked for additional development, if there is funding in place for it, and also if there is a new regime coming in that has other plans for an area. This can help with your investment decisions. Use the political nature of government to your advantage. What we mean by this is to use their agendas to your advantage. Most officials want to get reelected, so ask them about it. Then give them what they want, and you will unlock more information than you can imagine about the area. When they perceive you as an asset to their agendas, they will give you super valuable insights that you as a market master can turn into investment gold. Here are some digging questions to strike Market Master Investment Gold. How is the area coming along, because I'm looking to invest some investment dollars into your district or area? Another one would be, who is investing the most in your area and what are they doing? Do you have monthly meetings that discuss your development visions? Do you have any elections coming up soon, and do you have fundraising functions I can attend? This is usually music to their ears. Another question, what is the biggest gripe about the plan you want to implement from a roadblock standpoint? Are there any areas I should stay away from an investment standpoint due to a changing market objective that could affect my investment? Are there any earmarked funds available for the right kind of development that I should consider? And finally, do you have a website that I should visit to keep me informed on your district's vision and your re-election agendas? Get involved and get the benefit.